happened?
I was under a lot of stress, and I was in an abusive relationship, and basically it was to the point where I wanted to split from this toxic relationship. It was very bad. He was an alcoholic, and he blacked out to the point where when he was doing things to me when he was drunk, I saw nothing in his eyes. It was just black. So I think that he was being taken over by other entities and stuff like that. But I had to get out, and unfortunately he was living with me, so I had to get him out basically, and that meant that I was going to also risk my financial stability.
Yeah.
So it was a really hard time in my life, and during an episode where he was blackout drunk is when I had my NDE.
From abuse?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's just I couldn't take it any longer. You know, my soul just didn't want this.
Mhm.
And
Was he physically harming you? I mean,
yeah, he did physically harm me. Yeah. And that was the most traumatic part, because I had been in relationships that were abusive before, but they were mentally abusive, which is hard too. It's very damaging to be under mental abuse, but the physical was just something new for me. And, you know, thinking I was going to die with my kids in the next room all the time, you know,
yeah.
was really, really hard. And basically are we recording now for the interview?
Yeah. I just want to say I've been there.
Okay. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
16-year marriage, 3 boys in the next room. And I was a child abuse investigator. I helped women get out of these situations. This didn't happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say the graveyards are full of women who thought it would never get that far.
Mm-hmm.
And that went through my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to be in that graveyard along with those women that thought it wouldn't get that far.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's terrifying. So that was exactly what happened on the night that I had my NDE. And my kids were actually at their dad's for the weekend, and he had been drinking a lot and doing drugs as well. And he wanted to get physical with me as far as like sexual, and he was just kind of forcing himself on me. And every time he got this way, it repulsed me, because I knew where it was going.
Yeah.
You know, and I just really didn't want him on me. So I think me escaping, you know, fight or flight, as they say, you just kind of take off to another place mentally.
right.
And all I knew was that I was slipping away. I felt myself just physically leaving, to the point where I had to just push him off me, because I felt, I didn't know, I had never had this feeling before.
Right.
And I felt like I was dying at that moment. I felt like I was just going to be gone. And so I pushed him off me, got some fresh air. And then I walked to the back door, opened the door, got some fresh air. I started slipping away again there. And then I walked to the front door and tried to get some fresh air. I was just trying to move around, you know, and I started slipping away there. And then I passed out. And then I woke up, and then I started to walk up the stairs to go up to my bedroom, and I passed out again, and I fell down like 3 stairs. And that's when I left.
Okay. What did that feel like when you left?
I don't remember. I don't
Okay.
remember what it felt like when I left. All I know is right before I left, I was feeling the process of leaving. So
Yeah, I get it.
yeah, so I was very kind of numb. I couldn't really catch my breath anymore.
Like a numb knowing?
A numb knowing, yeah. Like I'm leaving.
Yeah.
My soul is like leaving my body. I couldn't breathe anymore. I couldn't, my brain felt like it was getting really numb. I'm trying to think of some tingliness, numbness in my hands and arms, but I have PTSD, obviously, because of all those situations that I was going through before that night. But so that's part of the PTSD, is the numb and tingly and kind of spacing out. But this is totally different than just spacing out and getting through a traumatic situation. This was literally abandoning my body and dying, just deciding that I'm gonna just check out completely.